When we know that Jesus says, I am the true vine. The true vine. Look at this. When he says that I am the true vine, meaning that Jesus is saying that I am the something that is authentic and as something that is bona fide, meaning that it is true. And therefore, when something is true, that means something is false. So therefore, we have to discern ourselves what's true and what is false. And what is showing that God is the husband, meaning that he is the farmer, he is the tiller. So therefore, letting you know that a farmer needs seeds and able to plant crops, right? And the seeds need the farmer and able to plant it that it may shall grow. When you look at the true vine, it produces fruit. And Jesus says, I am the true vine. False vine is of the devil, of all the abominations and false philosophies out here in the world that people get attached to with their itching ears. When you attach to the true vine, look at this. You produce fruit. When you attach to the true vine, you are able to produce grapes. When you attach to the philosophies and the rudiments of the word, you produce nothing. Now, let me ask you some people. When you go in the grocery store, do you look for a bag of this or do you look for a bag of this? Surely you don't look for a bag of this because that's not what you're coming for. You coming for this, something that has fruit on it. And the Bible says in Matthew, the 3rd chapter, verse 10, it says that the axe is laid at the root of the tree because it does not produce fruit. If you're not attached to the true vine, you are not producing fruit. So we have to find ourselves, people, to be grafted in to the Son of God because he was planted that we may abide in him, that we may have life and that we may produce fruit. When you produce fruit from the true vine right here, you produce, guess what? Good wine. But if you produce wild grapes, and you guess what? You produce the bitterness of wine. Now, when you look at John, the 2nd chapter, when Jesus was invited to a wedding in Canaan, that he turned water into wine. The reason why he was doing it was showing that whatsoever was of first was obsolete, which was of the letter of the old covenant law. But the New Testament law of the law and life of Christ was the fresh wine. And this is why the host said that most will bring their wine out, their good wine out from the beginning. But here, the good wine comes out at the end. Why did the good wine come out at the end? Because